Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Point-Counterpoint. This is a series of debates that we are doing in the run-up to the February 14 Valentine Day election. But there is no love lost between any of the parties as they get into a very fierce election battle. The topic for today is important and it's very significant. Opposition unity. Is it a myth or reality? Why is opposition unity important? Why are parties still thinking that they will be the party that will take on the principal ruling party? So right now, is it BJP versus the rest, or is it BJP versus a unified opposition? These are questions that we will like to address. My panelists and my esteemed guests from my right, Sidesh Bhagat, National Youth Vice President of the AAP and the spokesman of the party. We have Madam Pratibha Borkarji, who is the Vice President of the Mahila TMC and its spokesperson. Next to her is Sunil Kautankar, the General Secretary of the Congress, in charge of the media cell. And next to him is Giriraj Pai Vernikar of the BJP, in charge of media communications, IT and so on and so forth. I'll start with Sidesh. Sidesh, this whole concept of opposition unity, does AAP believe in it, or AAP believes in the whole Akla Chalo Re principle?
See, basically if we go to see, AAP ideology is completely different from other political parties. We believe in facts, we believe in the development shown in Delhi, the work we have done in Delhi. Basically we have shown people, the country, the Ekla Chalo formula in Delhi by swapping 2 elections, 3 consecutive elections, and coming to a percentage of 53.6 at present, and leaving some parties not to open account.
What about the Goa situation?
No, see, it's basically same thing. We want to come over here. We are going with a single hand because we are contesting all 40 seats, and we are not thinking of any sort of thing. We are only concentrating what are the benefits that people will be getting, and let people vote for us. Basically, seeing our ideology. We are not into See, there are parties who are fighting the BJP. We are here to show development. We are here for a common man. So basically, when we are going for some work, we need not think of fighting someone. But yeah, we have a target. BJP has spoiled the actual charm of Goa, and there are other parties also supporting them in spoiling the charm of Goa.
Okay, we'll come to this broad allegation that every party seems to be making, that other parties are spoiling the whole opposition thing and allowing BJP to succeed, because every party calls each other the B team of the BJP. So we'll get into that in detail. Pratibha ji, as far as TMC is concerned, when the TMC entered Goa in the month of September and October, in the sense that it entered all of a sudden and changed the political landscape to a large extent. But when they came, the TMC's principal motive was to be a strong party, contest across all seats, take on the BJP, and it portrayed itself as the principal opposition or challenger to the BJP. Now, 4 months down the line, why is the TMC looking for alliances and partners?
Namaskar. I would prefer to talk in Kokani.
Sure. Please.
So, जसे की तुम्ही आता सांगले की आम्ही इतर जी स्थानिक पार्टीज आसा ताज्या बरोबर जावं भायली खंयची पार्टी आसा आमच्या विशयन ताज्या बरोबर तुम्ही युती करपाक कित्याक सोदता म्हणून. सो पयलींच्यान आमचो हो प्रयत्न आशिल्लो की जी खंयची पार्टी भाजपाच्या विरोधान लढपाक सोदता, भाजपान घरा धाडपाक सोदता, तांच्या बरोबर आमी युती करपाची म्हणून हो आमचो पयलींच्यान आमचो अजेंडा आशिल्लो. पयलींच्यान आमचे हे विचार आशिल्ले. गोंयकारांच्या बऱ्या खातीर, गोंयकारांच्या भल्या खातीर जे कितें करपा जाय एक पॉलिटिकल पार्टी म्हणून ते आमी करतले. सो हातून कांय दुबावच ना की भाजपाच्या अगेन्स्ट कोण कोण आसा तांच्या कडेन आमी प्रस्ताव धाडलो आसा की चला येयात आमी बरोबर वांगडा काम करात आनी भाजपा घरा धाडात.
But Pratibha ji, I get what you're saying. I'll get back to you in detail on this. But one question that we need to ask right now is that from a situation where Mamta ji came and very clearly said that we are contesting 40 seats, okay, and there was no question of alliance because you all felt that you all were strong enough.
No. In her first meeting, let me clear you. In her first meeting only, she said कि आम्ही सगळ्यांबरोबर युती करूया. कोण भाजपाच्या अगेन्स्ट लढपा तयार असा पळय त्यांच्या बरोबर आम्ही युती करूया.
No, she did not say this in her first
Yeah.
meeting at all.
Yes, she
She
said
was
first
very,
meeting.
no, I know. I mean, I've been following this throughout. She did not say this in her first meeting at all. In her first meeting, she was very clear that the TMC has come here to fight all seats. Gradually, over a period of time, the goalpost shifted. The goalpost shifted to a situation where the TMC then sought an alliance with the Congress to put everybody together. So, my point is, are you admitting that there was a rethinking as you went along, and once the ground realities were there, there was a rethinking? Are you admitting that there was a rethinking?
Yeah, I'm agree with you. जशी पहिली आम्ही गोंयान आयली आणि तुम्ही जशी सांगता की ताणे सांगूक ना पहिली, पूण जशी जशी परिस्थिती आमच्या लक्षात आयली, दिस इज अ न्यू पार्टी इन गोवा एज एवरीबडी नोज. सो गोंयान आयल्यार ग्राउंड रियालिटी कितें आसा हे जेन्ना आमी पळयले तेन्ना आमच्या लक्षात आयले की सिंगल हँडेड तृणमूल काँग्रेस पार्टी भाजपा बरोबर लढू शकना. सो आमकां जी स्थानिक पार्टी आसा तांच्या बरोबर आमकां अलायन्स करपाक.
Fair enough. If there's an honest admission to it, one will take it. Sunilji, now the thing is, all along, the allegation or the charge that has been made against the Congress is that after what happened in 2017, there was a great deal of skepticism as far as the Congress was concerned on two counts. Number one is that people said that yes, the anti-BJP sentiment is undoubtedly towards the Congress, with the proviso, provided that the Congress keeps its flock together and provided that the Congress does not break post-election and go away. Okay. Now the issue, and this is one thing that still lingers on and on. This is okay. Number one. Number two, the second charge is that the BJP in some cases, they've made strategic decisions in connivance with the Congress. These are charges. We can, both you and Giriraji can answer it. That certain candidates have been fielded in certain places, so that post-election the BJP is in a position to get those people back into the BJP. Suppose they fall short. Okay. So I'm saying these are the two charges that I made. Can you just respond to these two basic?
The irony is that the Congress, despite it being the primary opposition party in the state, fighting very strongly against BJP at all fronts, may it be the legislature, may it be outside, may it be on the ground or the media, everywhere, the charges are always on the Congress party. That these are the charges, that you are in connivance with the BJP. I think it will be an irony. It will be very foolish thing, that even if I have to answer this question, because the entire country knows.
Not the party, elements within the party.
No, elements within the party cannot be bigger than the party. We have seen in the past that there were some MLAs.
But that happened, no?
Let me continue. That I am coming to that. Yeah. We have seen in the past that there have been MLAs who are greedy enough to jump the ship. They have gone to the BJP. They have betrayed not only the Congress party, they have betrayed the people of Goa. But the commitment that the Congress party made to the Goans, that not a single defector who has betrayed the people's mandate will be accepted back. Congress has firmly and strongly stood to that commitment. We have not accepted a single, even despite of getting continuous requests from them to join back to the Congress party.
The part A is all right. But the part B is what they will do after this election.
Part B, what they will do after this election is that we have taken ample care. Firstly, while selecting the candidates. Secondly, we have a moral obligation put to them. We have visited the prime religious places, because ultimately we have to bow down or surrender to the supreme power, because I don't think so there is anything greater than the God itself. So we have taken that care. We are taking constitutional measures also. We are taking legal measures also, which within next 1 or 2 days will be pretty clear to you, and will send a strong signal of confidence and commitment to the people of Goa.
More important is moral and ethical measures, because legal measures are ultimately.
No, definitely there are legal measures. We have already explored the same. To our benefit, we have a very tall legal figure with us. There's Shri P. Chidambaram ji, who is directly overseeing the election monitoring in Goa. Okay. So that's an plus point.
We'll come back to this. Giriraji, as far as the BJP is concerned, the BJP appears to be, or a lot of people are saying the BJP's best chance is a divided opposition. Do you agree?
See, I think BJP's best chance today is the first thing that it has done is the first time in the history they have fielded 40 candidates. I mean, in all constituencies, and I think that is our best chance. Secondly, when we go to the people, like I've always said, today why are we talking about the opposition unity? Is because somewhere people also realize that there is not a single party in Goa which can take on the BJP on its own. And that is the reason, if you see the larger debates in the media today are actually talking about not the party which can take on the BJP, but possibly the lack of unity amongst the opposition. And I still feel that, what we have done is unlike most other parties. We have gone to the people with a report card of 10 years and the unprecedented development that has happened. See, Goa is a state which has seen 11 chief ministers in 10 years. There was a time like that whereas in BJP, in last 10 years, we have been able to provide the stability that Goa needed and also the development.
But Giriraj, don't you agree that your 2017 mandate was a stolen mandate? It was not a mandate for the BJP at all.
See, again,
because when you're saying on the issue of development, the BJP did not win in 2017 at all. See, it stole a mandate.
Then tell me one thing: who won a mandate in 2017?
Who
won a mandate? Nobody. See, even let me. See, again, see what does when you talk about the constitution, what does the constitution say? Did any pre-election, pre-poll alliance, did any pre-poll alliance win a mandate? It did not.
Well,
no. See. So this whole word stolen. No. So then, see, I'll just tell you one thing. You know what a stolen mandate looks like? What has happened in Maharashtra, where a pre-poll alliance won a mandate and Congress, along with other partners, stole it. That is what a stolen mandate looks like.
But Goa Forward won its seats and won its votes on an anti-BJP platform. For Goa Forward to ultimately join the BJP, isn't that a stolen mandate?
You see, Goa Forward also partly, got enraged with the way Congress has treated them. And today, look at where Goa Forward is. Today, in order to save one Fathoda seat, the way Congress has treated Goa Forward, Goa Forward has been at the mercy of them.
I will ask Sunil this, but I'll just quickly respond to one question of yours. See, the point here is, the fundamental point that I'm making is that I'm countering what you're saying is that the BJP won a lot of votes and won elections completely based on the issue of development. My thing is, or the general belief is, that what happened in 2017 when BJP got 13 seats and then it again finally managed to form a government and then it got the 10 Congress MLAs when there was no real need to get those 10 MLAs into the party, and people within the BJP, intellectuals, other people, writers, you yourself, you all have criticized it. So the point that I'm trying to make here is that even now there is a fair bit of anti-incumbency that every ruling party faces. Let's accept that, okay? But don't you admit that if there was one strong opposition, or if all the parties got together and fought as one unit, the BJP would have been in trouble?
See, I think, since you again spoke about the 2017, I still insist that it's not a stolen mandate. And I just like to remind people that we got 32%, while the Congress got 28% of vote share. So it was nobody's mandate, and we got to the 21 seats. As far as the single opposition is concerned, I think yes, it would have definitely been a much bigger uphill task. But having said that, you look at what we have ended up with. You would have ended up with possibly a fractured mandate, because everybody wants to contest maximum seats. And today, BJP was the only party which was ready to contest on its own. So we are going ahead without an alliance.
Sunilji, two quick things. One is, of course, you could respond to what Giriraj just now said. But the point again remains is that in 2017, you all fell short. Okay. What is also interesting is if you analyze all the seat compositions, okay, there are many seats where AAP did not win last time, but the AAP got enough votes to deny the Congress victory. Okay, there may not have been AAP's intention, AAP fought, but I'm saying the fact remains that the way it worked out. If you look at Mormugao, for instance, I'll give you just one example of just one seat. In Mormugao is a prime example of how AAP's votes got Sankalp to lose, right? It happened that way. So I'm saying that Do you agree that because of this, it is very difficult to defeat the BJP because different parties have different aspirations, and all are and they don't want to be together?
I will start replying to my dear friend Giri and his claim of a stolen mandate. I will like to make it little easier for Giriraj by explaining what is stolen mandate in just one word: Panjim constituency. What is happening in Panjim constituency with the son of their tallest leader and the overall political situation is
But that's an internal party issue. Why is it stolen?
No, that is a stolen mandate. What happens when there is a stolen mandate? That is the answer to his stolen mandate part. Now coming to the
I would
entire.
just like to know how it's a stolen mandate.
I have not tried to interrupt you.
No, he'll respond.
Let me finish my point.
No, what he probably means is that Babush Monserrat was not a BJP candidate. He gets into the
He
party
has
as a
clearly said about constitution, and we all by now I guess not only the Goans, the entire country knows that they don't believe in the constitution. They have their own constitution. They interpret it in the manner what they wish correct, and they deliver in the manner that their followers feel correct. So there is no point in discussing Indian constitution with them. Even the tricolor was not being followed by their highest agency. The RSS was never even believed in tricolor, Indian tricolor, and that's the history. And that's the fact. Let him deny it if I am wrong.
Anyway, let's come back to Goa and the
coming back to the Goa and the united opposition part. I believe that every time the Congress party is put in the witness box or in the accused box, to be precise, and is made to look like an accused who is not allowing a united opposition. For the united opposition to be, even you agreed to the fact, boss, that when Mamtaji came first time, she was pretty loud and clear that she is fighting all 40 seats. She is not uniting it everyone. Aam Aadmi Party has their own agenda and funda. I don't want to touch that part. But as far as I will come to them, but I am starting with TMC. As far as TMC is concerned, if their primary concern was defeating BJP, they have started on the wrong note by taking all the Congress leaders. Even my ex-colleague Pratibha Borkar has come from Congress today. So that's the fact. You divide and you damage our Congress party and you claim to fight the BJP. Explain some little logic in that. No, there has to be some logic. So there visibly every day, TMC and AAP are cutting through Congress party, targeting Congress party, hitting hard on Congress party.
Why is Congress
but
getting hurt?
we are not getting hurt. It's a different issue. They are trying to hit us. We are not getting hurt. We are very firm.
Then you should
we are
have
very
a problem.
firm. That's why we are not aligned with them. There is no question of any alliance with them. And especially these parties, both TMC and AAP, in their both respective states, be it in West Bengal or be it in New Delhi, they are promising schemes, doles and freebies to the people of the state, what they cannot deliver in their own states.
Okay, I'll just come back to that later. Now, just quick response to what Sunil said. Pratibha ji, I'll get you to respond.
If I am wrong, please
one more
pinpoint,
question.
tell me that what I have spoken is wrong. I'll apologize.
Pratibha ji, one more question here. See, the point here is that as far as the TMC is concerned, one is of course it came and took people from different parties. But I have a larger question. Looking at the tone of both the Congress and the TMC, it almost seems that the election is between the Congress and the TMC. Why does it seem that there are these two parties who are actually bitter enemies fighting for one common space?
No, we are not.
Why is that feeling coming to
We are not fighting with them. Let me clear. We are not fighting with them. On 24th of December, our national vice president, Mr. Verma, had gone to Mr. Chidambaram at Delhi, at his place, and officially he has given a letter to him regarding alliance. So हाज्यापेक्षा चड आनी कितें करपा जाय की आमी ऑफिशियली तांचे म्हणणे बरोबर आसा की पयलीं तुमी आयला आनी सांगले की 40 सिटाचेर आमी वेंचणूक लडटली म्हणून. सो सांगू शकता न्ही सगळ्या पार्टी ज्यो भायरच्यान आयल्या जावं गोंयची आसा तांकां इलेक्शन लडपा जाय सो ती सांगू शकता की आमी 40 कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी लडटा म्हणून. पूण मागीर डिसेंबराक 24th ऑफ डिसेंबराक आमी तांच्या कडेन गेली ऑफिशियली गेली आनी तांकां सांगले की आमी या बीजेपी घरा धाडपा आमी अलायन्स करात म्हणून. सो तांणी अजून पासून आमकां जापो दिवंक ना. सो वी आर दॅट मच हंबल.
Pratibha ji, okay. Now the thing is, I had asked the same question to Shri Gundura, who is the AICC desk in charge in this very room. He said something very interesting, and I'd like you to respond to that. What he said that is that you can't have a situation where you take your right hand out and you're shaking my right hand with your right hand, and you're using your left hand to put a knife through my back.
So
This is what is happening is this is the feeling that the Congress is getting.
Yeah. So म्हाका बी आश्चर्य दिसता की तशेंच आमकां कित्याक दिसता हाऊ ही इज फिलिंग लायक दॅट. गोवा फॉरवर्डान तांच्या फाटीन सुरू घातलो, तांच्या बरोबर तांणी अलायन्स केलें बरोबर. सो तांची कितें उलोवणी जाली आसतली न्ही तांच्या बरोबर गोवा फॉरवर्ड, एंड आय एम नॉट सेइंग दॅट इज बॅड, पुणून तांची उलोवणी जाली तांच्या बरोबर तांणी एक्सेप्ट केले आणि थंय तांणी युती केली. सर त्याच दिशेन आमी पसून तांच्या कडेन गेली. सो एका हातीन आमी हँडशेक करता, दुसऱ्या हातीन आमी सुरो घेतलो अशें म्हणपाकूच जायना. हे रॉंग आसा.
Okay. Siddesh, so how does AAP, is it kind of on the outside looking into all this? Because see, there were allegations against the AAP also that the AAP is not, AAP is not doing enough to make its anti-BJP stand clear. Again, this is not my view. I'm just saying this was the narrative put out at different points of time. Number one. Number two, do you also agree, and there's something I mentioned, do you also agree that in many seats, and even in this election, I'm not even talking of the past election, even in here, let's look at say Kurchore. Of course, unfortunately, your candidate is not well now. So we are looking at Kurchore, look at Kepe, look at about 2 or 3 other seats where the initial surveys are that both the AAP and Congress, if the vote split, that seat is not going to either the AAP or the Congress. Okay, I'm not saying a political party has to go into elections keeping all these things in mind, but do you realize that because of this stand, the risk of BJP gaining because of this stand is also there?
See, basically I'll start from Giri.
Yeah.
I will start from him. So let me be also clear. The stolen mandate. I will claim it a stolen mandate. It was overnight show. Even with Goa Forward, it was an overnight show. Even with Congress, 10 MLAs going overnight show. Because people in 2017 had given a clear signal, we don't want you. So the question of development stops and it shuts. Then the power for hunger is the thing
Hunger
which,
for power.
so that it starts where they start losing their legacy. So legacy is taken on task. Then you have realized one more thing. As in Panjim, in Panjim, if you go to see the thing which they were backing on, so-called Bhai, whenever I see BJP now, I see more of Congress MLAs into BJP, and I can't picturify like who is actually BJP and who is Congress. So
Why do you say that?
10 almost from here to there, and their wives are also there. So everyone is like a family, joint family venture. I can see over there. Basically, then I'm coming to TMC. When Mamata came for the first time in a Khela Hobeshil Khel Zawya, Khel Zatlo, in that statement she made, I am playing in all 40. So playing for whom?
Playing for TMC.
Playing for whom? Either it is a side game for someone else, because when she came down, she didn't go to target any of the BJP MLAs. She went to target the Congress MLA.
So
first.
okay.
Listen. So let me speak first.
Yeah.
So basically,
so just to get you right, are you saying that the TMC came here to bat for BJP internally? Is that what you are saying?
indirectly it is the same thing, because see, Alina, who joined us, is from BJP. Okay, Madhav Naik, who joined us, is from BJP. So when BJP people know that BJP can't take on other parties, the only party alternative is up to give.
Okay, quick reaction to what's this?
And basically, I'll put one more thing. The Sonia Gandhi strong aide, who was seen as a tall leader in Goa, the TMC comes and catch holds of the same person and takes him. So is it their fight, TMC's fight with BJP or Congress? Are they playing the internal games between tournament is between them to show who is getting highest vote percentage?
A quick response to it.
Yeah. So when TMC comes in Goa, हांगा आमकां भाजपाक हारोवपाक जाय आनी आमी हारयतली हो उद्देश घेऊनच आयली. कित्याच्या बळाचेर बंगालान जी वेंचणूक जाली, विधानसभा वेंचणूक जाली, थंय आमी ते करून दाखयला. TMC पार्टीन करून दाखयला. सो हातून दुबावच ना की आमी BJP बरोबर हात मिळवणी करतली, तांच्या बरोबर रावतली. आमचो जो पॉयंट आशिल्लो पळय की ताणें BJPचेर अटॅक करूंक ना म्हणून, अरे वेचणूक आसा मुखार, आमी तांचेरच अटॅक करीत आसा, लगातार तांचेर आत्तां पासून आमी तांचेरच अटॅक करीत आसा. सो हांव म्हजो भाव कसो म्हणूंक शकता अशें की तुमी BJP बरोबर हात मिळवणी केली जावं तांच्या बरोबर तुमी आसा म्हणून. तशें न्हय, ते आमकां भाजपाकूच आरोवपा जाय. स्पष्ट सांगता हांव आत्तां पासून.
Because I'll put it in a way.
No, he's saying that TMC did not target any BJP person.
Because when people are coming to join you all to fight against BJP, like Reginaldo Lawrence, like Lavu Mamledar, when they come to your parties to fight, no, when they're coming to fight BJP, and then they are going back, they are saying that it is not a party to fight the BJP. So in short, we are outside, we are an independent party, we are ready to fight, but the members who had joined your party, who has entered your house, who had a dinner with you all, comes out and says they are not capable to fight the BJP is a clear cut platform which is showing the people of Goa. So what I am saying is, I am saying TMC is out of the question to take on BJP. So TMC is out of the question to take on BJP.
We have to send them back to their home.
The answer to the topic that opposition unity is it a myth or a reality?
No,
this debate is giving us the answer.
From my party side, it is not myth, it is reality. It is reality. And I am requesting all the parties to come together.
Viraj cannot say rest in case because their party is going to rest
after 22
for this election.
See sir, from my side, from my party side, I am requesting all the parties to come together and fight against BJP.
But your Mamta was saying 40 seats.
No, but to be fair to her, right in the beginning she was honest enough to say that look, we have reassessed.
So, sir, I want to ask you a same question. 3 months before, when they had come to Goa, they were with a full-fledged. Listen, when they had come to Goa, they came with a full-fledged. We are going for 40. What is the reason they are going down and coming saying little career? So it is like when you are not ready. We are here for 7 years now. For 6 years, we are fighting on the ground. For 2 months, you are coming. So they are understanding their grounds of holding the grounds is not capable enough to fight the BJP.
But there are two ways of looking at it. One can say that TMC is being pragmatic about it. They are understanding the situation now.
Sir, listen. When we are saying we are ready to fight, they should compromise, not we.
What?
Compromise how?
Tell me one thing, we were taking on BJP, right? In Goa, in Delhi, Congress were already there.
So
why the spoil soup coming inside and like say...
No, but what happens is, okay, suppose TMC is...
When only in 2 months time they realize that only we can come and fight the elections.
Keep TMC out of the equation.
Yeah.
Okay, last election also, when we talk of opposition unity, let's look at it across elections. There was no sign of TMC in the last election. There was AAP and there was Congress.
Yeah.
My issue is even Congress and the AAP, they cut enough votes to see that the Congress ended up at 17 and not at 21. It's not neither AAP's fault nor Congress's fault. I'm saying that is the ground reality.
See, ideology-wise, the common goal might be defeating BJP. Common goal might be defeating in 2017. Now I don't want to comment on that in 22. But in 2017, the goal was to defeat BJP. But our ideology and their ideology, major ideologies means otherwise might have not matched. So it was a fair enough to go for a battle with.
Are you just lucky that the situation is like this, has become tailor-made for you all, that parties are not together? But or is there some kind of a larger plan where you actually worked at creating this kind of a situation?
See, I think since my friend Siddesh spoke about 2017, I agree with him on one count. I think 2017 gave a very clear mandate to only one party, and that was to AAP, where they lost 38 deposit in 38 out of 39 seats. So it was a clear indication, please go back, your political tourism should stop here. So since they keep talking about mandate, they should first remember what was the mandate they got.
But they continued after.
And as far as
I want to clear Giri, tourists come for a time and then they go. We are here for past 6 years, we are fighting and we will continue fighting no matter what. We are here to make BJP as tourist in Goa. You never know how. Listen to me.
I did not interrupt you. You said we see so many Congress faces in your party. Today, what is up? Their last CM candidate is in the Congress. Today's CM candidate takes pride that he was an ex-BJP guy. Today, the biggest face Pratima is imported from the Congress. So what are they talking about? I mean, they have come here, cobbled up people from everywhere. See, if they were here for 7 years, what stopped them from grooming their own leaders? So all I'm saying is, when they in Goa especially, people moving from here and there is not new. Otherwise, so today Congress talks about defections. What about Moreno Rebello? Immediately after Reginald got the ticket, he had to come to the BJP.
I will interrupt
So
you.
all I'm saying
He is completely misguiding the people. They are experts.
I am
in
not.
propaganda.
I am
No,
not.
we are
I am
talking
not.
about- we are
See,
talking
I
about-
did not.
No,
I did not interrupt. I did not.
Let him complete.
See, otherwise, every time I object, I will. No, see, this is no.
Moreno Rebello has not defeated the public mandates.
Sunil,
It was not about people's. It was not about. How did you form the government in 2005?
Moreno Rebello-
You did not.
Moreno Rebello
You
was
did not form a
Moreno
government.
Rebello was
You did not form a
Was
government
Moreno
in
elected?
2005.
Was
But
Moreno
Moreno
did not-
Rebello was one on
Sunil,
Congress base.
one
Whether
second.
Moreno was elected.
1 second. Okay.
No, in 2005 you did not form
I
a government.
respect all the panelists. My request to you is let him complete and then Sunilji, you finish. Yeah. Okay. Carry on.
So all I'm saying is, now even the Siddesh Babu said about ideology being to defeat BJP. See, our ideology has always been nation first, and it will always remain that. And as I said, today, why are we talking? If BJP, they are saying it's such a sinking ship. Why is it that they don't have enough vote share where they can compete and one of them can get a majority?
Wait for the
What they
Valentine's Day.
realize is that BJP's core vote is still intact, and possibly BJP with its work in the last 10 years will possibly build onto it, and that is the reason they are feeling a need for opposition.
A quick response, then we'll end. We'll take a short break and we'll come back and we'll start with Siddesh after the break.
I believe Giriraj should check the facts between the differences between betraying the mandate by the elected representatives by joining another party without resigning and going for fresh elections. And as far as the ideologies and the facts he's talking about, I don't believe BJP is left with any ideologies or any morals or principles. It's a lost cause, lost party.
Since he's talking about people's mandate, there are 3 BJP candidates who came from the Congress, went back to the public and resought the mandate. So there is somewhere that people also have accepted that in 2017 what they did was a wrong choice, and they allowed. See, Subhash Shirodkar went back to the people, Vishwajit Rane went back to the people, Sopte went back to the people. So I feel this whole concept saying that everybody is holier than thou, there have never been defections in the history. I think that is not the fact. Now, if people want to come and support the government and strengthen a government which is both in Delhi and in Goa, I think that is very natural and people are welcome.
Yes, but those 10 defections happened.
See, I am not denying that the defections did not happen, but what I am saying is prior to those defections, there were 3 people who defected and also got re-elected.
No, we understand. Okay, fine.
So it's 100% rate on that.
Okay, I'll take your point now. Sunilji, you were speaking to him when I cut you short. Just please carry on.
When the party with a difference is today party without ethics, morals or principles, what more can I say? And he is on record on the camera saying that he has agreed that there are defections.
But defections
So-
are facts.
so what-
He has agreed with the defections.
See,
It's
but
on record. I hope the court should take
No,
the
so what is-
office bearer of the BJP.
no,
calling it as a
no,
defection.
see, defections are taken.
It doesn't make any difference because they have twisted the constitution as per their convenience.
No. They see,
So it doesn't matter.
Congress about
Well, then
constitution.
people
He said
who
about
are- people who have become too comfortable enjoying power.
Yeah.
tasting
P.
the
Chidambaram is
sweet
out on
part
bail.
of the power.
Rahul Gandhi
Are-
out on bail.
Because
Sonia
people
Gandhi
know
out
what
on
they are
bail.
saying.
Digambar Kamath out on bail. He has, see, you talk about Congress. Congress today talks about, corruption and all those aspects. MB Shah Commission, who formed it? The Congress government formed it. When did the report was given? When the Congress was in
Is there a
power.
PSC report?
Okay.
Sorry?
Is there a PSC report?
No, forget
So,
about
is there a
PSC report.
How can you
No,
forget about
no.
So let him answer. Is
No,
there a
I
PSC
am
report?
telling you.
They have
What I am
approved
saying
all the
is,
time and now-
Are Digambar is out on anticipatory bail.
Say
He
that.
should have gone to jail and explained himself.
You tell me
Digambar
now.
is out on anticipatory bail.
Is jail a court
Is
of
he
law?
not? Is he
Is
not?
jail a court of law?
Is he not out on
Is
bail?
jail a court of law?
Is he not out on bail?
Digambar should have gone to the jail
Is he
and-
not out on bail?
Is jail a
So
court
that's
of
why I
law?
am calling Digambar Kamath out on bail.
Your leaders
We
are,
can't have a debate like this. This is not a channel that we all know, which is based out of Bombay. We can't do this. Only thing is, There the anchor shouts, here the anchor is pleading for you all to calm down. so anyway, on a lighter note, no, the idea, see, the issue is that these kind of commissions are bound to happen in a political situation. All I'm essentially saying is, if we can just stick to the whole topic of opposition unity and why opposition, whether it is needed or not. Let us now go to the whole thing of whether it is needed or not. Because what is happening is that let us accept that neither the Congress nor the TMC is very new, nor the AAP, so far they have not managed to be in a situation where they can take on the BJP absolutely independently. The AAP is in the race, is trying, Congress is also trying, TMC is admitting this, yes, we are newcomers and we want to ally. I'll just ask all three of you one by one. One is that you are fighting to get a clear majority at this point of time. Yes. Okay. However, you all could not resist tying up with Goa Forward. Why was that little cushion needed?
I believe there have been a lot of discussion on this particular tie-up with Goa Forward Party, and that part has been discussed, deliberated at length at the highest level of the party organization, and they have come to a conclusion that yes, we will go ahead with it. So once the decision is made at the AICC, I do not believe it will be appropriate on my part to exactly comment on that particular aspect. As far as the united opposition concept that is coming up, I will say that TMC, it's not their fault also. See, even I don't know if Pratibhaji knows, or many of the TMC people who got delusioned and joined TMC and later on just jumped out. Even our ex-colleague Yatish Naik left high and dry, he resigned. The people who joined initially, they should have done little homework. TMC is not new party in Goa. Churchill Alemao.
Well, they came once.
It's a fact. People should know.
They came once, correct.
It's a fact. So,
yeah,
see, people knowing the fact and the history is very
important. They did come.
TMC
technically, they came in
2014
yes,
Lok Sabha election and TMC disappeared. Now the problem with the TMC is that the political party may have political actions, but when a corporate organization is running calling political shots, they have not realized the Goan politics.
The question,
they have failed to understand
the question
they have failed to understand one small part that although it is Trinamool Congress, our brothers from Salset till date call it Tudmul Congress. Congress is there in their heart.
No, but
Trinamool is not there. Okay. They cannot even pronounce Trinamool. They say Tudmul. So many of them. That's a fact.
Okay.
And they have realized that fact today.
Okay, that's
so
a question.
They are asking for
that's
the
a question of semantics and pronunciation. But what I'm essentially saying is that the Congress, if it gets less than 22 seats, there is a possibility it might get less than 22 seats also, though everybody is looking at that magic number. Okay. Now the thing is, when you end up with 14 and 15, there is going to be a post-poll scenario. My issue is that if one is so belligerent and one is eating each other up before elections, are you saying that post-poll, if you all get 14, 15 seats, you will prefer to sit in the opposition?
I will be very
Let's
clear
just talk about
and
this.
I will make a very categorical statement. I will not beat around the bush. We are clear of getting a clear mandate with our alliance partner. Number one. Number two, as far as post-poll scenario is concerned, politics is about possibilities and permutations and combinations. So why do we jump the bridge before we come to the bridge?
My counter question to you is absolutely fair. What you're saying is there's no doubt that that's the way it should be and that's what you're hoping. But politics cannot be in a vacuum.
Absolutely.
And the issue is that, of course, every party goes into elections to win. Okay. As luck would have it, 2017 you all were definitely getting a majority. It did not happen for a variety of reasons. There could be that eventuality happening even in this particular case. What will happen post that, whether you will ally or not ally, that's something that needs to be asked. My specific question is that in the event of you all falling short, are you saying that you will prefer to sit in the opposition? Because if you say that you're not sitting in the opposition and you'll still aim to form a government, you'll have to go back to the same parties that you...
I think I have been more than clear in saying what I had to say, that we are getting clear majority with our alliance partner. And if at all post-poll scenario makes us feel that okay, let us take the strength to 27, 28, then that's the scenario we will look when the situation arises. But as of now, we are getting clear majority and our reports are clearly sensing that TMC will open a score of 0.
What you're not saying, let TMC get 0, let AAP get 2, whatever the situation. But if you get 18, will you sit quietly? You cannot align with the BJP.
I think I have made it.
You have not made this clear.
I think I have made it very clear.
You have not made this clear.
It is not.
Anyway, it's not for me to say, Pratibha Jain, please react to this.
There is no question of we sitting, taking 18 and sitting at home and BJP forming the government. They are not crossing single digit.
That's all I
How
wanted
are they
to
going
know.
to form the government? Then the ball will go in the court of the other independent factors, if at all any exist, to decide whether they will want to go with BJP, not with the Congress party. We are forming the government because they are not getting single digit. They are not crossing single digit.
Forget they cross. Okay, suppose BJP also gets 0 seats. Okay, you end up getting say 17, 18 seats. You still need 3 seats.
Yes.
There's no way we will fit competition. No. Anyway, that's all I'm saying.
That is the question. I think doesn't require any answer. That's very obvious.
So that is why
I have
opposition
been very
unity.
clear that post-poll
So you are saying opposition unity has to happen
I am
then.
saying very clearly the post-poll scenario is about possibilities, permutations and combinations.
Okay, Pratibha Ji, please respond to this.
Just now he said, responding to your question, पोस्ट पोलाचे जे समज तांकां एक सीट्स कमी पडली जाल्यार ते अलायन्स करता काय ना ते मागीर पळोवया पूण तांकां क्लियर मेजॉरिटी मेळटलीच. सो थोडे फाटी वचुया आमी 2017 परतून आमी थंयच येता की 2017 कितें जालें. तांकां एक 17 म्हळ्यार 17 सीट्स आयली म्हळ्यार 4 सीट्स कमी पडली गव्हर्मेंट फॉर्म करपाक. तेन्ना पासून ते करूं शकली ना. 17 सीट्स येवन पासून करूं शकली ना. बरें जावं करूं शकली ना, ते करूं शकली ना. तांचे एक गळती लागत रावली तेन्ना आनी 10 घाऊक पक्षांतर जालें तेन्नाय काय करूं शकली ना. सो आतां ते म्हणटा जाल्यार म्हाजें मातशें हांसो येता पूण पळोवया. पूण म्हज्या कडल्यान तरी आमकां कमी सीट पडली. आत्तां पासूनच हांव क्लियरली सांगता की आमी सगळ्यां बरोबर युती करपाक रेडी आसा म्हणून. आतां आनी आमी आमचे नेबर स्टेट जे आसा महाराष्ट्र थंय मातशी तांचे पॉलिटिक्स एक डिस्कस करुया की थंय जेन्ना विधानसभा वेंचणूक जाली सो काँग्रेस आनी शिवसेना हांचे कशे अहिनकुल कशे संबंध आशिल्ले. अहिनकुल म्हळ्यार सांप और नेमला तांच्या विशयान तांचे संबंध आशिल्ले. आतां कितें जालें मागीर वेंचणुके उपरांत कितें जालें केले नेत्यांनी महाविकास आघाडी केली बरें जालें सरकार बी स्थापन जालें. सो वॉट इज बॅड इन दॅट इतले एग्रेसीव जावन इतले व्हडल्यान उलोवन उपयोग ना न्ही. दीस इज पॉलिटिक्स. आमी सगळेच एक हे करता मान्य करता की हे पॉलिटिक्स आसा आनी कितेंय जावं शकता. सो अशें म्हणून म्हाका तरी दिसता की
One important point that Pratibha Ji raises, he uses phrase aggression. Okay, don't you think that the issue is the aggression is more among the anti-BJP parties than against the BJP?
No need to aggression.
Not at all. I don't think so. There is aggression amongst the anti-BJP parties. Everybody.
This debate proves there is.
I know. I believe I have been making my point very clear. I have been made our party policy is very clear. They are there. They are doing their own politics. Last time people have seen what has happened by giving votes to the political parties who want to safeguard their symbol at the national level. That 2-3% vote split.
Basically, I'll come across.
But this time,
See, people have realized giving 17 seats. People had you're speaking about a symbol. I'm saying people have given you all 17 seats to form the government, given the mandate. Still, you all could not. But you all are fighting with the party who are here. You all are saying you are coming for symbol. We are coming here to defeat BJP and to fight for our people. So where the question of the symbol arises, I will come to the point where Giri said Moreno, he had got elected on Congress supporters and he had gone to BJP, then again to Congress. So resignation, joining is happening between you all. See, listen, it is happening between BJP and Congress. So the question of us is clear. We are here. Aam Aadmi Party is clear to fight for Goans against all the sentiments which are hurting our Goans and to form the government with the majority of the mandate. And we know people of Goa will give us clear-cut majority. There is a silent wave which has been created inside. People are fed up of the present, all the traditional political parties because people have given chance to BJP. They have given a mandate in 2017 to Congress. Now 22, I'm clear enough. People are waiting for a change and the change is nothing but a broom, a jadu, Kejriwal ji. That's it.
Okay, good, good pitch for the party, but that's all right. But no, I take one point of view. It says, you know, at the end of the day, every party comes here to win or to fight elections. between the anti-BJP
But
parties.
not within 2 months. Huh?
Well, if you're coming within three
So
months, TMC wanted to give it a shot.
if it is possible in 2 months,
No. See, the issue is that TMC came here with all guns blazing, felt that it could get.
I could see the corporate in charge
It is
in
recalibrated.
Bihar in saying I am in holiday mode. He had given some India TV update that I am not doing any work. I am on holiday mode in Bihar. So it is when you say they are coming with the guns. Were the guns not loaded?
No, it is
They have come with
recalibrated.
guns that
The
are
guns
used
must
for-
have been loaded. They must have
have come with
recalibrated.
guns, the kids used to play Holi.
So then
After
when
this,
they on the border,
after
they
14 are
realize
going to
that these
close
guns
their
will not
shop
work
and
in
go
Goa. We have to go back. And before saying that the tech,
is
IPAC
one
has
thing we
lost
can
the
agree
election
on.
in Goa, and it will be a bigger stake after winning. They were saying Tamil Nadu, Punjab, and all that stuff,
They will-
and then Goan showing Baba. Pura zale, chal gara.
TMC
Before that only he take up the flight and goes to Bihar and saying I'm on
take
holiday
a-
mode.
okay, let's take a
TMC
situation
took the
here.
entire state hostage by putting those banners. They have colored
Okay.
the entire state, but that is not to Goan politics. Goans are not going to
See,
vote
once
for
again,
banners and hoardings.
once again, I come back to this whole issue of opposition unity is nothing but opposition disparity. Okay, there is a very, very bitter, intense fight going on between all the three parties. The other issue is, see, the way we look at it, the Congress seems to have completely, what happens is, it is like in every home, and I say this with absolute respect to everybody, that when a new child is born, and if there's an elder brother and elder sister in that particular family, the first reaction is that the older child gets jealous of the newborn child. That happens everywhere. Okay, it almost seemed as if that Congress got upset that how is anybody else entering our situation. The same anger that the Congress had towards AAP also earlier. He said, why is AAP coming and disturbing our space? Okay. Now, then they got used to AAP for about 3 years. Then suddenly when TMC came, they said, oh my God, AAP was here. Why is TMC coming?
We are
So,
not
That means the parents should not have go for babies.
No, I believe we are not at all disturbed. And even last time, during the peak of when polls were coming near, AAP suddenly came out with a survey, some Chanakya or something, that ultimately we proved to the media, with proof that the person who was conducting survey, that agency, I forgot his name, Sankalp or someone, he was the ex-member of
If
BJP.
it was mistaken,
I
Sankalp
was
Mamuni.
on record on some, I guess, either SCN or student, I don't remember. I went on the record. When I speak, I talk with facts. That person who was doing that survey, calling himself the CEO, was a BJP member. And they were showing up 22 seats. Congress 7 seats. What happened? So, let us believe in the pulse. Congress is in the pulse and the blood of Goans.
Okay, quickly changing the track a little bit to expand the debate. Let's look at the BJP, Kiraji. Now, the BJP, again, like the Congress, BJP is confident of getting 22 seats, 24 seats. We take that on record. Every party would like to feel and fight. Why will you not? Okay, that's a given. But I'm looking at a little bit of pragmatic reality. In the event that it does not happen, every party analyzes on all sides. In the event that does not happen, and the BJP ends up with 14-15, will the BJP re-adopt the break and form a government route? Or will it this time say, no, we will not do that, we will take this pledge that if you are sure, because you have not got into any alliances, that we will A, not ally, and B, not break?
See, this time we are very confident that we are crossing 21. Our slogan 22 plus in 22 is not just a
We
slogan,
assume that. We are
but
looking
that's
at
a
the
mission.
alternate
22 plus slogan, the person who had given it is with Congress, I guess.
That is an absolute lie, and I can
guess.
say it from my own personal
Yo,
experience.
listen, he was a minister in your cabinet.
See,
Just answer
again,
what I'm saying.
I mean,
Yeah.
so that's what
Yeah.
that's what I'm coming to.
Coming to, yes.
So 22 and pin 22, I know where it was formed, how the logo was formed, and the person who is absolutely, I mean, he's a master of lies, and he has actually rightfully found the party that he can belong to.
Can I bring you back to my original question?
So the original, coming back to the original
CEO of
question,
their factory of lies.
I am extremely confident that BJP will form the government with absolute majority. So there is no question of thinking about, what is the alternate.
No, I know, Giriraj. See, that is something that every party would say, and that's absolutely fair enough. There's no quarrel with that. But we are all all in the political system. We understand it. We all follow politics deeply, cover it. All of us, in some way or the other, are very linked to the system. And all of us understand that that may be the aim. But one can't close one's eyes to a plan B or a plan C. Because what happens is anything can happen in politics. So I'm saying that, see, it is not difficult for the BJP to say, or you to say, that look, we will get 22. In the event that a huge miracle happens, or if a calamity happens for some sort that is beyond our imagination, and if we fail to get less than a majority, the BJP will not get into the politics that it played in 2017 and sit in the opposition. I mean, I'm saying, why is it difficult to admit or accept that?
See,
or
I think, I mean, you know, as far as all parties are concerned, we are 14 days away from election. Absolutely. And I think this is not the time to think about plan B, plan C. And luckily for us, we have time from 14th February till 10th March to do as much thing, introspection, retrospection, whatever you want. But I think
so you're not ruling out having alliances or breaking party. I
am only saying that I am not ruling out a absolute majority
for sure
to BJP.
For sure.
So that's what. So I'm still sticking to that. That when we go to people on the 14th, we will also expose the opposition and, you know, their record. I mean, you know, like we talked about.
You're not willing to say that.
I'll just put a point here.
Just one. I'll just make one point and I'll come to you. You're not willing to say on record that the BJP, under any circumstances, will not break any other party or form an alliance with anybody.
I am saying on record, one, we trust all our candidates. So that's why we don't need to take them to any religious places and take a oath. Secondly,
no, they won't defect.
Secondly,
breaking other parties.
Secondly, see, that's what I'm saying. Right now we are going into the polls with absolute clear mandate that we are requesting for 22 plus seats in 22. So the plan B does not arise.
Plan B does not arise at all.
You asking the question itself on whether you are pledging is has surprised me, because on what they are going to pledge, they don't believe in the Indian Constitution. Only what they can pledge on is a bundle of money.
I just want to comment. I think Sunil really thinks very poorly about our nation, just like his bosses sitting in Delhi, where I think there are enough checks and balances. If a party does no, tell me how we don't believe in Constitution.
Yeah, Sunil, my question.
See, this kind of sweeping statement, this is childish opposition.
Okay, Sunilji, just one question. My point is, I'll ask the same question to you. Okay. In the event of the BJP falling short of majority, you've given it 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So suppose, according to you, the BJP may end up getting 14 seats, maybe less also, but I'm just tossing a random figure. Okay. Do you suspect, or do you fear, or do you believe that in that kind of a situation, the BJP will attempt to break other parties?
I think BJP will attempt to break, definitely I feel, but they will not succeed in getting any of our MLAs. That much I am sure about.
You feel they will attempt, but they will not get.
Any other party.
He's saying that situation will not arise. You are saying that they will attempt.
They were rejected last time when late Manohar Parrikar ji was in the saddle. Now Manohar Parrikar ji is not there with them. Now MGP is not there with them. Lakshmikant Parshekar is not there with them. And internally, morally, from the soul, even Shripad Naik will not be there with them. Let
okay,
them
quick response, Giriraj, then I'll ask Pratibha ji.
When he goes by that, see, today, if he is so confident, you know, their working president left. Their other working president has been called in from, you know, retirement from politics. Their tallest leader, you know, refused the Congress ticket. So I think that enough shows the value that is attached to the Congress ticket today. So that is why I am saying, you know.
But Giriraj, why did your chief minister, right in the beginning of the campaign, says the Congress is a principal opposition party?
I still believe that. If you look at the, you know, the way opposition is, I think AAP has been, see, AAP in 2017 had a novelty factor. People thought Kejriwal was a change maker that he promised to be. Today they have realized that he is nothing but a person who just makes promises and does not fulfill them.
We have fulfilled the promises in Delhi. That's why
what I'm saying.
Single digit.
Delhi,
if I'm not mistaken, you're single digit factor
boss,
in Delhi.
Boss, you are talking to a party which is in 14 states.
Delhi
one
people have
state
shown
party.
the result by 7.
You are
What is
you
the
are a half
topic
state
here?
party
Sir,
here.
what is the topic
Seven
here?
Half
states,
state party.
7 states.
What is the point?
So I just want to clear
Sir,
one thing.
half state party
I don't
talking to a
understand the
national
point. What is the
party.
point?
So I just want to
Please.
point 3 things. Alliance, as he said.
Yeah.
BJP doesn't believe in alliance. It alliance term for them is stealing, night stealing. So you can't ask the question of alliance to them because they believe in stealing. Secondly, Aam Aadmi Party.
No, but if they are
Listen,
stealing,
listen,
if
I-
they are
I-
stealing, other parties are also
Listen,
breaking
listen,
and-
listen.
and
Somebody is
consequences.
on sale.
Let
Yeah.
me. First question is, we will get the mandate.
So I like the word sale.
So,
If there's a sale, then you're buying, no?
so
No,
and
but
third
he's
point-
saying somebody is stealing. No.
third point is. Third point
This is a
is.
mockery of Indian constitution.
third
And the
point.
arrogance of power. What is
Third point is.
Arrogance
Even
of
if they are
power
having
is saying that
14
people
Very-
don't
very sad.
believe in
Very sad.
constitution.
Very sad.
Sunil, can we go one by one, please? We'll wind up the debate. So we're already overshot.
One thing, even if they are 14, Aam Aadmi Party makes a clear-cut statement. We are not forming any sort of alliance with BJP, any henceforth also. It is clear
What about other parties, TMC and
that
Congress?
High Command will take a decision. And as
High Command when did High Command?
as Sunil
When
said,
did High Command?
as Sunil said,
2017.
Listen,
it was
listen.
it was
You
a
are-
people's
you are
party.
asking clear it.
Today it's a high command party.
So
No,
listen.
I was
Listen,
a little
listen,
surprised with the High
listen.
Command.
So there are many other people also to take the decisions. I'm not a whole and soul saying, yeah, I will do it. So there are some probability as it is. So there
okay,
are chances of
important takeaway is that yes, you are saying that with BJP there is no question.
Never.
But you are not saying never and no question as far as other parties are concerned.
See, it is politics is a question. Again, I'm saying it's mathematics. You never know.
Pratibha ji, okay.
Magic numbers.
Okay, Pratibha, last word and I'll
There
sum
is a
up.
hope for us. There is a hope for us from him. So thank you very much. Yeah,
No,
your
see,
question.
you'll get the seats first, and then we'll speak about hope.
See-
Okay.
See,
See,
what
we are
is-
here with a mandate.
We will.
We are-
What is most important here is that, see, what is interesting here is that BJP of course wants to is very confident that it's coming to power, but the BJP is not willing to comment on what the situation is going to be if they fall short. At this point of time, they are saying, they're going to rule it out. As far as the Congress is concerned, the Congress also feels that they are going to power, but not quite telling us what it would do if it falls short. Okay, everybody is holding those cards. The TMC is the only party which is saying no. I mean, we are not we don't have visions of forming a government, but we are there and prepared to ally with any non BJP party to form a government. That's the TMC stand. And as far as the AAP is concerned, AAP is saying no, we believe in the Akla Chalo Re method. However, if we fall short, I'm not saying emphatically that we will sit in the opposition. We will see the sum and
But
substance.
again, we are not joining. To clear the statement, not joining BJP.
Okay, fair enough. You make
I
that
just
clear.
need to make one small observation, if you allow me to.
One second, let me just sum up and then. So the bottom line is that yes, nobody wants to join with the BJP, but nobody is quite saying that if we fall short, we will not ally with anybody else. So the issue is, while at this point of time, every opposition party has got into this whole dog-eat-dog situation and very aggressive against each other, but nobody wants to absolutely rule out a post-poll friendship. That's what that's the sum and substance of the discussion.
No, but I clearly said.
No, I need to say
Pre-poll
something.
and post-poll also, we are ready to ally. I clearly
I
said.
need to.
You did. I said that.
something very
I
interesting
said that.
No, you said nobody said.
has come out of this discussion.
I mean, what I'm essentially saying is that none of the parties, including TMC and TMC especially, is saying that we will prefer to sit in the opposition. All parties are not ruling out an alliance. TMC is clear about the fact that we want an alliance.
A very interesting thing that has come out through this discussion, if you have just noticed some time back, Giri clearly said that if someone is for sale, he has agreed that they have purchased the MLAs. Those people are their candidates now. They are pushing before the people. And the manner in which the political arrogance that he is showing and utter disrespect to the Indian Constitution and people's mandate, I feel that people of Goa will show them where they deserve to be.
See, I have not commented on any other
Yes,
party
agreed.
and how many seats. All I said was, if you can't keep your own house together,
Saleable candidate.
then You know, if you can't, don't blame others. And as far as the Congress is concerned, you know, they are not coming back to power. So if we, when somebody comes to us, we buy them. If Michael goes to them, they, you know, he goes it for because
That
of
was the mandate. Michael is going to the election now. He's going to the People's Court.
Yeah, but what is interesting is a quick
So,
observation.
so I again said, when people have gone to people's court, you are insulting
End of the day,
them.
people will say Aam Aadmi is a clean party.
Listen, but a quick tongue-in-cheek observation. When the famous picture of those 10 MLAs in the middle of the night standing in front of the speaker, defecting, who was next to them? Michael Lobo as deputy speaker. No? So
Michael Lobo.
So they have got him into the party.
But
Never know, you all might have sent him over there.
I am not denying that fact.
As a
He was
agent.
very much present over there. Today he is going before the people.
fair enough. Okay.
So are we.
Obviously,
So are we. No.
Last night, did you ask the
Arey,
voters?
you remark.
I think.
Just because
I think
you
this
could not
is-
decide on the CM
We
candidate.
have to stop now because
Very wrong.
because
You cannot explain
the
that.
fight can
Sorry.
go on off camera. There's no problem. And we can do it over tea and samosas and all that. The fight will be sweeter. But I have to end now. I thank all my panelists for an extremely fiery, passionate discussion. I agree that when the Congress, the BJP, AAP and also the TMC are in the same house together, there's bound to be fireworks. But that's the beauty of our democracy. There are no enemies, but they are fierce political competitors. On the behalf of all our viewers of Herald TV, I sincerely wish all the parties the very best in whatever they do, and most importantly, let everybody think of Goa first, because that has become a casualty, thinking about Goa first, and let us hope for a clean, good democracy after all. Thank you.